Sup, witches? How's it going? Okay, guys, I am so excited about this series because I have a plan. Leah has a plan. Where I am going to kind of do things with you. I think I already announced this in another video, but do things with you so that we can all practice something witchy every week. So welcome to Witchy Talk Wednesdays. Now, if you haven't seen me before, my name is Leah, but I go by Starbraid. And it's a name from a book I've been writing for ages and haven't released because it needs to be finished. Anyway, so you know, the past few tea talks, now they won't happen they'll happen pretty much every single week, like 3 weeks out of the month. Once I get in a routine with the readings and stuff, because especially right now with seasonal affective disorder, I don't want my energy of that to go into readings especially, or even just videos in general. But it will be getting regular, so I'll be doing it every week. But at least 3 weeks out of the month, we'll be doing these, okay? And we're gonna be starting to learn something new. I'm about to get plants all up in this bitch, you know what I mean? So we're gonna learn a lot of things. I'm gonna be learning a lot of things because I kind of really put my craft to the side last year. It was last year? Yeah, it was last year. So I really don't want to do that again. I want to, you know, magic is just a part of my life. The craft is just a part of me. It's a part of my life. Like, I'm looking at my yard right now saying, I really got to rake these damn leaves because I got a garden to do. You know what I mean? I'm ready for it. So, yeah. Anyway, today, however, as you could tell by the title, we're going to talk about living in the Muggle world, the mundane, and how to bring magic into everyday life. And it really depends on you. I just kind of want to, kind of like a disclaimer sort of thing. This isn't, this is just some ideas. This is just some ideas for you to really get in touch with your craft and make it something fun every single day. Now, some things will be much needed for you to do this for yourself. The first thing I kind of want to go over is why do we want to why is this important? Well, it's because if you truly are connected to magic the way that I believe you are, it's a part of you. It makes you feel alive. It makes you definitely more in touch with the essence of who you are. So to kind of set that to the side is really, you know, unhealthy, to be honest. I think mentally, emotionally, and even physically, because there are some things as a witch that we do that legit helps the body. I think my cat just ran into my thing. Ugh. Sorry about that. My cat just absolutely loves to wreak havoc whenever I'm doing something. Anyway, so where was I? Right. So, it's a part of who you are. And I think that it's important to keep up with it, you know, make it a routine. And if you're anything like me, in a sun sign, I am a cardinal sign. I'm a cardinal sign. And I'm also, you know, Leo and all the other main houses pretty much. So it's just like that fiery energy. For me, gosh. And I like some routine. I really do. In terms of certain things, especially my mornings. But other than that, anything like a 9 to 5, like I'll do what I have to. But there's just certain things that literally kill my soul, murder my soul dead. And I know that the word routine really kind of puts people off sometimes because there's just negative, you know, like, fucking, I don't know. Anyway, but it's really, really important that you stay consistent in what you choose. Now, I know that it's weird to keep tarot cards in your bathroom or whatever like that, but I think it's important to be consistent and put things where you can see them. Put things where it'll be there to remind you, to journal, to pull a card, to do something to make every single day magical. Now, one thing I do agree with that many witches do is meditation. Now, meditation doesn't have to be sitting in the lotus position. You know, some people just can't do that. Some people need certain things to reach that point. I promise you, like, I'm just like, I can't do this. I can't. And then eventually I did get to that point. I don't really sit on the floor. I sit on my couch, and where it's really comfortable and stuff like that. And I sit in the lotus position, and I'm able to just kind of zoom in. And it took a while. It took me realizing I need to start by going for a walk, or I need to start by listening to music and just getting lost in the music. You know, it's just, it depends on you, but meditation is extremely important, and consistency is very important, because you need to know where you're channeling that energy, taking time to really disconnect from everything around you and go into your inner realm, you know, which is something we can also talk about later, that you create yourself. Now, I'm just going to share a few things that I am learning to practice. I'm not going to pretend like I have it all down. Like I said, I got disconnected from my craft last year, and these are just a few things that are helping me. So we're really doing this together. If you don't have a thing like just yet that's in stone, we're really learning this together, and I'll do like a catch-up video later. But right now I'm like lighting a candle, journaling. You know, this is, I literally just said this in the tea talk video, that this sticker is going to drive me nuts. But you know, journaling, writing down dreams, writing down just things, just all the things, your intentions for the day, tending to your little seedlings for your garden, or I know one of my rituals is getting up and letting my dog out to go to the bathroom, and then filling their food and water bowls with gratitude that I am able to take care of these beautiful familiars and that they are a part of my life. So that's definitely a magical, because my dog Chewy, even though Hecka is definitely it's like she's always wanting to be around me, not as much as Chewy though. They're both familiars, but Chewy was definitely sent to me by, you know, source itself, because she's always next to me and I'm always grateful for her. She's just a sweet baby. And she definitely reflects me a lot. So she's just beautiful. So I'm very grateful for my familiars, and I'll feed them and be grateful that I can feed them quality food, or food at all. You know what I mean? Like, because I know that some people, you know, they want that companion, and you know, sometimes you get in a hard spot and it takes everything, and you might, let's just feed them scraps or something. Anyway. But, you know, that's one way I practice gratitude. I do teach at 3 a.m. So there's really no ritual besides I'm getting up before class. But I am trying to incorporate, like, maybe lighting a candle while I get ready in those like 15 minutes, or just having some cards next to me when I'm waiting for class or in between classes, so I can meditate on it in between. You know, I have this new crystal deck that I have, and it's definitely something. I told you this is going to bother me. I'm just going to like talk to you guys. It'd probably be better that I do that anyway. You know, and that's something that I want to do. Whatever works for you. And actually the next video that I want to do is about the different kinds of witches. And, you know, really, there's so many. It's just insane. You can pretty much be whatever witch you fucking want to be. Like, that's the beautiful thing about it. But it really has helped me put into perspective what I resonate with more. And even though it's technically under eclectic, it kind of lets me know what I really resonate with the most, so that I could focus on those things. So celestial and definitely a green witch. So like a cross between the two. So anything that has to do with the elements, which is what this is for. This is dealing with all the elements, and that's something that I focused on. So all these things are going to help you in your craft, kind of narrow things down, and help you recognize what your strong points are and how you can add on to that. But it's whatever you want it to be. I just simply wanted to point out how important it is for you guys. That's why these are called tea talks. It's not, very informal or formal. It's just kind of sharing ideas and throwing them around. I hope to do lives soon whenever there's more of us to join, or even just a few of us. If you want to do a live, like, just let me know below. But yeah, like, just do little things first and then add on. Me just having a cup of coffee and sometimes watching the sunset once a week helps me a lot. Definitely lighting a candle. Like, I even brought my ritual in here. You could tell that I like this candle a lot. I wish I bought more of them. It smells wonderful, and it was like a Christmas thing. So definitely, figure out what works for you. But the biggest thing is being consistent. You need to be consistent. Now, I'm not what you would call pagan. I'm pretty sure I'm on my way. But at the same time, I have no religion. So it'd be weird. Like, I would never have religion. But, if you pray to a certain deity, then do that. Talk to spirit. Talk to your gods and goddesses. Or God, do whatever makes you feel more connected to that higher realm, to that place where a lot of people don't really acknowledge within themselves. And that's what really, like, separates us from the mundane. We aren't strictly in the 3D. We reach the 5D. We try to reach bigger and higher perspectives. And the way to do that is in our everyday life, doing these everyday little rituals. Not all of us have the ability to set and form a circle with tea candles and call the corners. So, not all the time. I mean, you can with a baby on your hip, cast a circle with your kids, make it like your whole house because your kids are going to be running all around the place. Have a baby on your hip and be like, and just kind of like light a candle and do your shit. But I mean, it does take concentration to do stuff like that. So kudos to you if you're able to concentrate. Concentration is really, really, really key. And intention. So look, it is pretty lame sometimes feeling to live in a world where we feel like we feel all this magic and it's our life, but to find the balance between both worlds is vital, because you can't completely ignore either one and expect yourself to feel whole being who you are. If you're watching this and you call yourself a witch, trust me, to ignore either or is definitely going to pull you away from that true essence within you. And I think it's extremely important to acknowledge that. So finding the balance between both and finding it in everyday things is extremely important. That way, whenever you do reach certain rituals and certain times that you're preparing these things, you really, really enjoy it. And it truly fills your cup, so to speak. Also, just don't forget your magic. Now, this is a part of like the journal thing, the one I just picked apart. This is a part of the journal thing. So feel free to write this stuff in your journal. Feel free to keep up with things in your journals. This is just the coolest journal. I got it for Christmas from Katie. And just feel it, love it, embrace it. Write down the things that you might want to start with. Write down how, you can incorporate, like I know some people stick crystals in their bras before work so they feel magical as fuck, despite whatever they're doing. Just whatever links you to your craft in parts of the day. I know wearing jewelry is my thing. Wearing jewelry, crystals, wearing it on me reminds me of who I am. Reminds me of, the person I've always been. Rather than, being a person that isn't wearing, like if I'm not wearing crystals or anything, that doesn't mean I forget, but it brings me back to myself. I remember a time where I felt like I couldn't because it was Satan. So it was awful, but that's not what this is about. Just whatever works for you, fam, you know? I've said that a million times. There must be some part of me that really wants to remind someone out there. You know, I know a lot of people who are very methodical and they just kind of like give me the steps. And I'm one of those people where it's like, if you just give me like the basic blueprint, I can go with it. I need creative space. And that's what this is about, is having plenty of creative space for yourself. Just start with the morning. Just start with the morning and get creative with it. In the evening, get creative with it. You've got this. You've got this. Maybe you want to start doing crafts. I know that I have had this really strong feeling to make crystal jewelry again. This really strong need. Not anything fancy, just crystal jewelry again. Some good quality stuff. And I want to open my shop when it's all together. And yeah, like just follow your heart, but bring your mind with you. So yeah, that's all I've got to say. I know it was just probably mumbling and I was like ripping stuff off, but that's what these are for. That's what these videos are. I will be doing formal videos over astrology, and that is something that's taken me longer because I really, really want to make it like get you the information so that you better understand this. It will have kind of like, you know, me, of course, like being loosey-goosey and stuff like that. But at the same time, I want to know my shit. And I want you guys to know the basics of this shit so you can create your own opinions and your own beliefs around it. So that's something a little different. Whereas these are just like chill. We're just chilling. We're just talking witchcraft, okay? Now, next week, like I said, I have an idea, but there will be things where I am going to research and I'm going to share what I've learned so that if you are on the journey of the beginning journey of being a witch, or even if you're not, at least it's something fun to do for the week. At least it's something kind of cool to keep your craft, you know, within the mundane, like this video. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to do. But other than that, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know, check out my readings if you want to. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.